Hey, welcome to Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. What's up, nerds?
How you doing, bud? How you doing?
Pretty good. Just want to say for all those out there who are just watched a great Korean TV series on Netflix, called We're All Dead. And if you're on the fence about it, please watch it. It's very good. And I will be seeing Spider-Man finally in the theaters this weekend. So I know I can't review it, but I'm just happy that I'm seeing it. So
oh, there you go. Yeah, I got to get myself out there.
Yeah, so we got a pretty good episode here. We're going to cover the finale of the Book of Boba Fett in the name of honor. Pam and Tommy episode 4, called The Master Beta. Get it? Master Beta. Peacemaker episode 7, Stop Dragging My Heart Around. And then we're going to cover Reacher, the last episodes 3 to 8. So Boba Fett. So it looks like I was right. What Grogu chose. I told you.
Yes, you were. You know what?
I was not expecting it in this episode, but hey, okay.
Well, you know what? Like it was as I said before, the finale kind of brought everything together and it was all like, yes, whoa, holy shit. Everything was happening in this episode. Everybody that was bitching before are probably all going, that was incredible. So, I mean,
yeah, well, I felt the last two. There were some cool scenes for me, but nothing like the shock of seeing, a de-aged Mark Hamill and then Ahsoka Tano. It was.
I've loved everything. It's just like you just see all the bitching online, right? And I'm like, wait till you get to the whole thing, and then you can.
I mean, talk about he discovers Grogu hiding on their blanket. They're in a shootout, getaway car, and they're like, "Oh God, this is the moment." Oh, come on, man.
Or how about when the X-wing showed up? Did you think it was Luke?
Well, at first, but then I'm like, "Oh boy, is it remote control?" No, it's R2. Okay, something we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
But wow,
R2 taxi.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it had some lots of action because I love the two of them flying around with their guns. Did that not feel like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? Yeah, it did. It did because they were ready to die right there, and that's the way. And but then every now and then they get saved by the citizens of Freetown or whatever, or Fennec Shan would pull off some awesome snipes.
Oh yeah, no, I think everything about this.
We didn't get the Bad Batch like we wanted, but I'm really, really annoyed and pissed off that, waited 36 years for Boba Fett basically to come back alive. And, even George Lucas said, I killed him too soon. Would they go and kill Cad Bane? I mean, and then I know the people that watch the cartoons know that Cad Bane was a mentor to Boba and all that, I never physically watched that story, but I know that's the reason why Boba Fett has that dent in his helmet. It's because of Cad Bane. So
right.
Then you go out and kill him. Like, no, why would you do that? Tell me you weren't mad that they just killed him off after we just got him.
You know what? I think at that point it was, Cad Bane wasn't going to back off or go anywhere, right? So they had to face off in that point. And obviously something had happened between Boba and Cad to make things a little bit more on the sour side, and then Boba killed him. Now, did you predict that he would use the gaffy stick to do it?
No, but it makes sense. It makes sense now, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's just it. After
No, I thought someone else was going to shoot Cad Bane as he was looming over Boba. I didn't think he was going to, because it was kind of awkward too. Is literally adhered to his back, so the move that he had to have pulled from the ground was pretty impossible. But it looked cool.
Yeah, it looked great.
Yeah. And but I'm kind of disappointed Cad didn't say just one throwaway line to Fennec Shan when she was standing there, like, you again, anything. Yeah. But whatever. I'm kind of annoyed that one of the coolest characters, like a Darth Maul, like why'd they kill off the really cool Darth Maul was the best thing about Phantom Menace to me.
I'm guessing in season 2 we're going to get a lot of flashbacks. I think you're going to see a lot of Cad Bane in that.
Yeah, because we had enough of the Sand People flashbacks, but yeah, give me him being a mentor to
exactly
a young Boba, because he knew his father too. Django, he mentioned Django.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, just a side note, we got the news that Kenobi, the next Star Wars show, will come out on May 25th, the anniversary of Star Wars. So we also have
going to be good.
2 Star Wars shows in 1 year.
Yeah,
well, for all we know, we're getting Andor 2 this year. Who knows?
Yes, I believe so. So I think we're going to be warsing it up.
Then, of course, like we all suspected, if you watch the little end credit scene, we see Cobb Vanth isn't really, dead, and he's in the back to tank, and the modifier is standing over him. So
yeah.
I'm wondering, people are thinking a spin-off show for him? I don't know. I mean,
maybe a little Freetown show. Who knows?
I'd watch it.
Yeah, of course. And you got Black Christensen just kind of sitting in the wings waiting for the back to tank because did he take a lot of damage or
man.
what?
Yeah, he did. He took on the whole tribe of those that race that he hates there. I forget their name.
The boss.
The Tradoshans. The Tradoshans, yeah. That's what they're technically, their species is Tradoshan, and there's a lot of hatred between those two in the comics. They explain why they hate each other so much. But he was having to get carried a lot. Then of course Boba Fett and flashbacks to the Star Wars Holiday Special when he's riding a beast. It's not a Rancor, but that hit me where I felt, because that's just out of the cartoon, seeing Boba Fett riding a big massive creature.
Oh yeah, no.
Did you get the King Kong reference there when he was climbing that tower?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No. I mean, like I said, everything about this episode was fantastic. I mean, we're jumping around here because it's kind of like, and you see, and did you, kind of, because we're all excited about it. But I mean, oh man, it all just kind of pulls everything together.
Yeah, but the whole wasn't like there was a huge plot twist. It was basically a battle between the Pikes and and everyone else.
We also had the twist of the other, I guess you say, families, not...
well, we all knew they were going to do that,
turning on him.
And, of course, Fennec Shand just gets in there and wipes them all up.
Did you know that the mayor was voiced by Robert Rodriguez?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's done a few things. This guy wants to go to a con badly and get some autograph money, that's for sure.
No kidding. But, I mean, yeah, no, I liked every aspect of this. It just kind of... Again, it tied everything together. It brought everybody back around. Now, hey, Boba's on top. That just means people are going to try and come and knock him off again. You know?
Yep.
But like I said, it ties up all sorts of things, and it sets things up for the future, right? Because I mean, the fabulous Favreau and Filoni, they're gonna milk this one big time, and just try to
lots of story there. Why wouldn't you? We all want it. It's a hit. With the Mandalorian there now with Grogu and thing, and like, how can you not awe when Grogu calms down the Rancor and then snuggles up for a nap with it? Yeah. That's just like in the Mandalorian season 1 when he stopped that rhino there, kind of levitated him. But I was hoping he'd bust out something. Yeah. But, and the Mandalorian pulling down his little tunic and seeing he's wearing his armor, he was like, ooh.
Yeah.
He's wearing it.
It was such a moment, right? Yeah, I missed you too, buddy. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Let's do this after. Okay.
And kept the helmet on the whole time.
Yeah. And I think, I think now that Mos Espa all respects Boba Fett now, it's going to be interesting to see where they go in season 2.
Yeah. Yep. Like we said, when what we've got, we hardly have time to rest because we're going to have a show in May, and then we're going to have Mandalorian season 3 in December, and maybe Andor in between that. So, gone, but not for long.
Yeah.
Want to get some Pam and Tommy?
Now we're jumping times from like after Jedi to now after Revenge of the Sith and before A New Hope.
Yeah, well, the Kenobi takes place 7 years after Revenge of the Sith. That's been established.
Yeah, so it's kind of like all, okay, let's go back this way.
You ready for some Pam and Tommy?
Pam and Tommy. This episode should have been called When the Shit Hits the Fan.
Yeah, he finally realizes his safe is gone. Like, it took 3 full episodes, but there you go.
But I mean, there's that. But then, the force that he unleashes on everybody else, right?
Yeah, well, that he hires that Pelicano, who's an actual LA detective, and he's a real person, and that's basically what he does. Mm-hmm. And but I love when have you pissed anyone off, Tommy? He practically names everyone in rock, everyone in he's like, oh boy. Anthony Pelicano was just like, oh, okay, oh yeah, and this Carpenter. Okay.
But it's like Pam's reaction is like, you didn't give him his tool, you didn't pay him.
Yeah.
This is your fault, asshole.
And even funnier was the Rand Gauthier getting mad, who's bootlegging this, getting mad off at the other bootlegger who's bootlegging him. Like outside Tower Records.
And it's not like he's trying to protect his identity, and it's not like I own the copyright to that. Like.
Yeah.
You're going to hear from my lawyers.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no.
Yeah, I kind of realized that, if this was in 96, that I was away in Club Med in the Bahamas, there was no news. Obviously, yes, DVD wasn't out yet. So that makes sense. I just wasn't around for all this. And by the time I saw it was probably in 99 and it was on DVD. That's what I was referring to last week. But I didn't know this was going on, in 96.
The wall of VCRs. Multi-taping.
Yeah, and I remember you still had to plug in and dial up and.
The internet. Yeah.
Yeah. And the page would load full minute or two,
It almost sounds like a teletype going off with the hard drives were so harsh back then. But
still, I guess he was ahead of his time. If Simple Carpenter was using the internet and making it work,
Yeah.
But what did I? But I like the whole discussion. Like Pam was losing it, and Tommy says, well, I'm on that tape too. And he's got a point. And then she was like, well, no offense, I'm Pam Anderson, I get it. It was an interesting perspective, but we all know, we would be seen as a hero if, it wouldn't be as damaging for us.
No. I mean, it got,
I mean, that's what he does. You're a heavy metal rock god. You're supposed to do that,
It's nothing that he hasn't. I mean, he's never filmed himself before, but he
I think he allude to that. Like there were other tapes. I thought he said something like that, and she's like, "Huh?" Okay.
Well, I mean, you're right. With a guy, everybody, hey, guess what? Look what I did, and big high fives, right?
What career is going to be ruined? And
it's different for women.
Yeah, as jiggly as Baywatch was, that actually happened when that scene in episode 2 where the director's like, oh no, like he was telling the makeup girl to put her bathing suit. Her ass was eating it too much. She goes, no, that's too much. The censors are going to get us. It was by millimeters what you were allowed to show. So still it was a wholesome show, but her reputation was much more damaged. I mean,
she had done Playboy, right?
Yes, but which is funny because the Kardashians built a whole empire off Kim's porno. So you think about the time period. I mean,
you know what?
Pam didn't get the money.
That was what, 10 years later?
Yeah, if that. Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you, right? Like. One didn't want it released. The other one released it on purpose, and became $1 billion family.
Different times.
Yeah, boy, I'll say I can't wait for the next one to come out. Jesus, what's going to happen in this one?
I don't even want to know. I really don't even want to know.
Mercy, but that's she didn't want the fame, but now that's how these young starlets want fame now, right? Oh, release a sex tape.
Yeah,
I'll go on OnlyFans.
Hey, you know what They get, well, I mean, it all started with Instagram, right? You get all the followers, and then you say, okay, well, hey, I'm going to, they've always been on the precipice of you're going to see something, but you never do. But then when they do something like OnlyFans where, hey, guess what? You could see something. Take all my money.
Yeah, well, and speaking of money, I do believe that they didn't get really any money for this even after they settled because Pam, I remember when she married Kid Rock, well, very briefly, or they were engaged, and he said something about Pam. I still remember. He said there's nothing worse than being famous and poor. And then he was saying that about Pam Anderson. That's true. Like, what's the point of if you're famous and you don't have any money? Like,
yeah.
I know she recently just sold her place in Malibu, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I like how Uncle Milty left Rand to hold the bag.
Oh, God, yeah. When he showed up, my apartment's a mess. You can't. God, yeah, 2 girls in there. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, but then he's like,
it looks like Tommy's friend.
Your operations.
Yeah, everything is always operations. And Tommy, of course he would be friends with the Hells Angels, so he would just, go get those guys to settle scores.
But then you have that scene of Milty taking off for Amsterdam.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet he swindled a couple there. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, did Rand end up with anything after that, or did he swindle? He got swindled too because Milty took off.
Well, he admitted he did it, then he retracted his story. I mean, who knows? I mean, geez.
I guess we'll have to wait for the next few episodes to to know the truth.
It'll be like the Tiger King continuation. Yeah, we'll talk to him when he's in jail.
But I mean, everything just went wrong for everybody in this episode. I mean, losing the baby, that's, big time stress, crazy. And then she loses it on the photographer.
Yeah, went all Britney Spears before Britney Spears.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's... Now it's all damage control, right? Yeah. Now the real drama starts.
See what happens next week.
Oh, geez, yeah. I don't think there'll be any dick talking.
No. I think that was the one episode.
Yeah, I think so. All right,
let's get into Peacemaker. Stop dragging my heart around. So let's just cut to the chase. It appears Peacemaker is either bisexual or pansexual, as his father reveals. He sleeps with men. Now, as soon as he said that, I just now picture all the Vigilante and Peacemaker fan fiction shipping going on out there. Oh, it's probably going to be very graphic in detail, But come to think of it, if you recall, he had the threesome with that married lady. So what if,
What if?
What if? Well, we got to see, the White Dragon there flying, actually, like a la Iron Man.
And also, number 5 on top 10 things on how to screw up your children.
Yeah.
Put them in a pit fight with no holds barred pit fight.
And actually have the balls and the nerve to blame your young son for killing them. It was you who put them in the pit to begin with.
Exactly.
Oh, I would have killed them long ago for that. Jesus.
Yeah, no, just amplifying what a piece of shit his father was.
Yeah. Yeah, it was his best kill, and he can't even really take credit for it because it was still his dad. He's still conflicted about it, but it had to be done,
Oh, yeah.
Because Vigilante saved the day there, but that whole gap in the armor foreshadowing came back.
Yeah,
when he stabbed him.
But no, this was definitely. I'm finding with these episodes, it's getting more and more heavy as they're going along. Like they're finding some stuff, but not a whole lot of like all the ha-ha that we had in the first few episodes, right? So it's
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I do miss those first 3, but because it was batshit crazy. But Mark, there's one thing I want to tell you: there's no wrong time to rock. And if you know me at all, you know that's the name of this episode. Yeah.
There's no bad time to rock. Yes.
No wrong time to rock. Yeah. So, and then we have, Cat was out of the bag. We all know who Waller's daughter. Well, they know who Waller's daughter is now. Court.
And the fact that Myrn knew.
Yes.
What you knew? Yeah. I background check everybody. Duh.
Yeah. Now they're off to kill the cow that they teleported from the other galaxy, along with his food.
God, that thing was ugly.
Yeah, I thought, oh God, I said, this better not be Starro again. I'm going to lose it. Okay.
The thing, all those eyes, just the one tooth out in front there. That was kind of like...
What, me worry? Yeah. Okay.
But no, I mean, everything everything just seemed very heavy, and between Harcourt and I keep forgetting her name. Waller's daughter.
Adabaya,
yeah.
Adabaya, I think, yeah.
This the big time heavy moments between them, and then you got Peacemaker, who's kind of like on the fringe.
yeah. And old Eagly got knocked the stuffing out of it by the dad, but then he got a nice selfie with him hugging him. Like, I told you.
Yeah, and Adabaya seeing him going, an eagle hugged him. like Vigilante threatening to kill the veterinary staff.
Yeah, well, and at the end they're all in. We're in too. Shik. Okay.
And then they're really nice, except for that guy in blue. He was an asshole.
Yeah, stop doing your facial exercises. He still did the call back to that.
Why are you doing the?
Yeah. Oh,
why are you doing your facial exercises? He's crying, asshole.
I gotta watch that scene again. Lord.
And Big John, they're coming back in, economists there with taking out a whole bunch of racist assholes.
Yeah, exactly. He was on the fence about going on the expedition too.
Yeah. They're tracking us still.
Oh, I think the helmets. I think this was the penultimate episode. I think it's the finale next week.
Is it?
Yeah, man, that's cutting it short. Eh?
You know what? They did good for the amount of episodes they had.
Yeah.
They gave it to us, and they gave us everything we didn't know we wanted out of this show.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all sitting there every week just going, they did that?
Yeah, it's a surprisingly like conventional superhero story. I mean, this whole series, I mean, it's pretty, there's nothing like it. I mean, sure, you could say there's something to the boys, but they have powers. He doesn't, right? I mean,
yeah. He's
just the man, strong man.
He's an action figure. That's what he is.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, actually, I thought there would be a bigger fight amongst the when the dragon's followers caught up to him. I thought he would throw down some, but he seemed to have gotten a little bit handed to him, And then when Dad shows up,
yeah. Then we got Judo Master who broke free yet again and beat up two dudes outside a corner store.
Yeah, two dudes that were acting like schmucks.
Yeah, they more than.
And then when he's leaving, the store owner gives him the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Well, I guess can't wait to hear James Gunn's final hair metal song in the finale there, what he's going to choose for that,
Yeah, well, I mean, we had so many. What was this week's?
Oh, geez. Well, I don't even know, like, because he said he listens to all that, that alt stuff too, and from other European countries, right? So
right. Well, I think they started it off with Home Sweet Home. Because they were doing the flashback.
By Motley Lou. Shout out Hot Tub Time Machine again.
You're too infatuated with that movie.
Sweet home. It's so good. Motley Lou, come on. Oh, Lord.
I think there was another Motley Crue song at the end. I can't remember. Anyway, it was all good.
Lots of Motley Crue, Pam and Tommy and Peacemaker,
Hey, gotta love the crew, man. You gotta love the crew.
Yep. So let's get into Reacher because we got a lot of episodes to cover, buddy boy. Now let's kick it off.
I told you once you started, it just keeps rolling and rolling.
No, I still would prefer to do it once a week. But hey, that's me. We're not there. So episode 3, tell me if you weren't thinking the same thing. Kind of ends the way the first. Did you think for a second that Jesus, like Reacher, was the killer? Like shoots the guys in the back, picks up the shells. It was like almost shot for shot. I'm thinking, wait a minute, is this like, you would think a stand-up guy like Reacher wouldn't shoot someone in the back, even though they had to die. But did you think like, oh my God, is he involved in this? Like, were you thinking that?
No.
No, I did at first, like, because he only explains himself later. Oh yeah, she goes, wait a minute, these these wounds are from the, well, yeah, you see an opportunity to kill someone, you take it,
Well, I mean, you had those guys coming up, and he really didn't have much. They were going to kill him anyway, so.
Yeah, yeah. It's just strange. You don't often see that though, like the hero shooting someone in the back, because that's always been told that that's a cowardly act, shooting someone in the back. But yes, it makes sense. It's practical. Maybe one of them would have got the drop on him, right? I mean, so why not?
Hey, it's nothing we haven't done in Fortnite.
Yeah, well, it's a bit different. When you're shooting a guy in the back in a bush, a little different, but
back of the head, boom. Yeah, it's all good.
But at any rate, it comes down to, yes, it's one big counterfeiting scenario, but the whole plot hinges on the paper, which is hard to get a hold of, right? You can forge everything else.
That was quite the master plan they had, right?
Yeah,
bringing in the ones, whitewashing them, and then reprinting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
there's only one scene I'm going to call bull crap on, because I'm sick and tired of seeing it. Like that one point in the movie or the TV show where the most innocuous, either, like, I'm going to refer, you'll know the scene I'm talking about in, actually I'll describe the scene in Roadhouse, and you tell me the exact scene I'm referring to in Reacher, okay? The scene in Roadhouse where Patrick Swayze's Dalton beats the spit out of everyone. He gets to the end villain, an very old Ben Gazzara with a golf club, and suddenly Ben Gazzara is getting the better of Dalton, that whole fight scene. Now, what scene am I referring to in Reacher where that exact thing played out?
You mean in the house when that last guy of the four-man team gets him with the crowbar?
This was Pee-wee, the brother from the first episode. Yes, yeah. With the crowbar. I was like, oh, come on, guys. Oh,
I mean, he had to have gotten a really good jaw shot to put him down like that. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when that happened. I was kind of like,
really?
Okay, this should not.
No.
Reacher should have taken care of him so fast.
Yes.
And shown him how insignificant this little flea was.
Yes. And not only that, he should have had, because he does like a shower or shirt off scene after. He has no bruises from getting whacked from a crowbar, which you would have.
No kidding.
Heavy bruising, because he was blocking them all, but
across the jaw.
Yeah. That's going to hurt or leave a mark.
I mean, come on, really.
But other than that, the show for me was good. And they got picked up for season 2. Bravo. I can't believe because you also listened to the podcast I did with Alan Richson.
Yeah.
And like the hoops he had to go through, the months and months. Like, are you kidding me, guys? Where are you going to find a better actor that size, who can act? I mean, good Lord. And they made him work 7 days a week. Like, what the?
No, he got him to 6.
Yeah, but they still wanted 7. They still wanted 7 though. Like,
yeah, but he was still burnt out at all that. I mean,
holy crap.
And did I not tell you? But your dream came true by the end of episode 4. Roscoe and proved you right.
Yeah, we knew. Well, finally, yes. I mean, Jesus.
But she walked into the shower with him.
Yeah. She wasn't going to say no twice. So she's no dummy. Dummy. Yeah.
And then she got pissed off at him for trying to protect her.
Yeah. Willa Fitzgerald, though. Yeah. I like her. But it's funny because I usually love a woman in uniform. I mean, they gave her the most unflattering police uniform I've ever seen in my whole life. Like, she looks so much better in street clothes. But, oh, man. God, but. Yeah, that uniform was not flattering on her. I don't know what the heck happened, or maybe it's me.
It's you.
Yeah, it's me.
No, like I said, you're trying to figure out who gets what, where, when, and again, he doesn't get the pie. I knew that the pie was going to come up a few more times.
Oh God. Oh, yeah, but his last line though, had better. Yeah.
Had better. Yeah, I killed myself laughing at that one.
Well, you killed yourself laughing at that. I'm sure you had to stifle a little tear there when they visit their dying mother in France, right?
Oh Jesus! Oh my God!
Both brothers there, so we finally get to see the adult brother. That we didn't get to see.
No, I mean that was seriously heartbreaking. You know, and you could see him say, you know, and then afterwards in the cab, all right, now you can cry, you know, like.
Yeah. And he'd already started. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was just like, that was so harsh. So harsh.
Yeah.
I love how, you know, spoke perfect French to her.
Yeah. And even Farsi, because when that cab driver was talking about him.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good Farsi.
No. I think, you know, every element of this show is like when he came into when he traveled to New York to talk to was it a witness or anyway, someone that was involved, this lady and a professor. That's right. And he spotted which cop was the military man.
Yep. The boots, the way he laced his boots, right?
Well, he saw the boots. He saw how he had his cuffs, the haircut, everything. You know, first lieutenant. Okay, lieutenant. I'm major. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. It gives him a sir, yes, sir. You know, so it's
like if we were in combat, I'd probably be reporting to you.
Yeah. And how much fun was Neely?
Neely, is that his? His
former.
Played by Maria Sten. Yeah. No, she was cool. That's actress Maria Sten. That's right. Yeah. She's actually from Denmark.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty big. She's also a director too. Pretty big. Very good accent because I was convinced she was American.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. She was just right on the same line as him throughout the whole thing.
She was also Miss Denmark in 2008.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they kind of actually uglied her up for this show because she's like drop dead gorgeous. Like when you look at other photos of her, and being Miss Denmark, well, no, they don't just give those out, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I loved all the interactions between the two of them. Right? It's like, what was it? Nobody beats special team? No. What do they call themselves?
Oh, I forget the full full term.
But nobody messes with us. Like nobody messes with us. Nope, nobody messes with us.
Oh, did you watch Swamp Thing on the CW? I didn't. Did you watch it?
No.
Okay, I know she was in that show too, playing Liz Germain. But
after being in the drink, they go into the Goodwill box and this should fit.
Oh yeah, nothing fit.
You know, they both getting changed right in front of each other. Nobody blinks. Nobody does anything. It's like, yeah, you guys work together. Yep. And nothing else. He's like, you get two shooters. When she's talking with Finley. He's like, you take out two shooters. Maybe I should take out one. You have experience with long range eliminations? No. Yeah, I got it.
Yep. So, season 2. And obviously he's not going to be working 6 days a week. So that's good.
They put the kibosh on that.
Yeah. Turns out he's a great singer too. I'll send you that clip of him he sings a bit on the podcast, but holy crap. I mean, Jesus. I can do anything.
Well, I mean, he sang as soon as he sung on the podcast. I was like, yeah, okay, I don't need to see the American Idol thing. I know he can do it.
No, it was just funny how Paula Abdul could barely contain herself. Like they had to hose her down. That's how bad it was. Like Simon and Randy left. It was more for his audition because Simon and Randy left, and Paula just couldn't like stop slobbering over him. You know? And that's how he got on to the next round.
Yeah, and next thing you know, he's Aquaman.
Actually, I think he did it first. I think because they mentioned. I think he.
He did. He did Idol first. Aquaman was.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, maybe that Idol.
Aquaman came
maybe
later.
Maybe the Idol thing got him seen then. Okay.
Yeah, because Aquaman was his very first role.
Yeah. Yeah.
On Smallville, so yeah. Hey, he's been nothing but super to us.
That's right. Always be our Hawk. Now we see why, they killed him off is to do this show.
Pretty much. And I mean, I don't blame him for...
No. That's usually what they do when you become the lead, when you're like, fifth on the call sheet and you got a chance to be first on the call. Well, then, yeah, you have to leave,
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I mean... look at the notoriety this is going to get him.
Yeah, let's probably get him some movie roles now.
Like I said, Thunderstrike.
Yeah.
Put him opposite Hemsworth and let's see what happens.
Yeah, or even a full feature Jack Reacher,
I don't know if they do that, though. I think they've got a really, really good formula doing like an 8-episode story arc, especially if they want to like really work on going through entire books, right? You can do so much more this way than you could doing features. I mean, a feature would take you 3 movies to do it, right? To tell a book, unless you really want to just hammer everything down. But then you get people bitching, well, it's not the same as the book. But I think they've got a good formula here. Don't screw with it.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the end, we shall see. I mean, this was the first book, The Killing Floor. So let's see where it progresses.
Did you catch the? I don't know if you caught it. I know what he looks like. Did you catch the Lee Childs, the author, cameo in there?
No, I didn't. I had no idea.
When he was going into the diner, to meet with Myrn, the guy he bumps into, the tall, skinny old guy. That's the author.
Oh, was it? Because he says, "Don't talk to me."
Yeah, exactly.
He walks out, "Don't talk to me." I didn't know that was the author. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
He also cameoed in Tom Cruise the movies too. So I was just waiting for him to appear, but of course, they waited till the very last scene, to do it.
Yeah.
All right, so
they didn't hop on a bus to leave. He just walked out.
Yeah. 2 thumbs up. Can't wait for season 2. Let's just talk very quickly about the Oscar nominations came out. So for Best Picture, Dune was nominated, which we've already reviewed. We're going to get Mark to try and watch Don't Look Up on Netflix with Leonardo DiCaprio. And if he's feeling it, The Power of the Dog, which I say Benedict Cumberbatch, like I said, is he's going to blow you away if you watch it. And
I've seen the trailer for it, so it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, well, don't try and read up anything on it. Like I said, there's a payoff. You just it's a slow burn, but Jane Campion, the cinematography is beautiful, but you really got to stick with it. Trust me, it'll get you there. I came close to but I stuck it out. I'm so glad I did. Okay.
All right.
And and then we'll have some reviews next week for you for that. And
of course, next week we have Pam and Tommy.
Yeah.
And Peacemaker.
Well, we still have Peacemaker. Yeah. Pam and Tommy. And so
anything else starting next? Anything else starting soon?
No, nothing you'd want to watch. But I'm always on the lookout. Like I'll send you a trailer, but you tell me yay or nay. You didn't want to watch the Elizabeth Holmes one with what's her name?
No.
Because I've been following that story from the beginning. So, and I like that. I like Amanda Seyfried. So yeah, I'll watch it. But yeah, so if you could watch a movie or two, we can have some reviews. And of course, I sent you the Jurassic World Dominion trailer. We got Sam Neill, Laura Dern back finally together. So
now is this like, okay, the dinosaurs have gone rampant all over the world now.
That's what it looks like. Yeah. This is like probably the last stand or something. Yeah.
Humanity's in trouble now.
Yeah, like that line. It's not going to become Jurassic Park. It's going to become Jurassic World.
That looked really, really good. I was like,
I think this is the last one. So,
I mean, how many more can they do?
Yeah, well, just seeing Sam Neill, and it's a full circle moment because I love that first movie. Like everything about that first movie.
Yeah. Do we have any news?
No, other than we've already talked about Kenobi and Jurassic World. There hasn't been much in the Oscar nominations. There hasn't been much else.
Well, we did find out that Netflix is going to be taking off all the Marvel shows.
Yeah, and still no word on where they're going. People are saying Hulu, people are saying Disney, but they haven't said where they're going or who has them. So we have to wait and see. But they are leaving on March 1st.
I hope Disney Plus. Otherwise, get your binge in before it goes.
March 1st, baby. Yeah, they even put a warning on there too now. So
yeah, because I think I rewatched Daredevil, and into Daredevil, into the Defenders, and then into Punisher. Didn't go back for Jessica Jones or Luke Cage or Iron Fist, but I think I hit the good ones.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they'll pop up on some streaming service. They have to, right? They're not just going to go away.
No. I mean, this, these shows are the reason that they're making MCU debuts, right? Yep. So Disney's not gonna part with that. I mean, they've already fulfilled all their obligations to Netflix about not using the characters and whatnot, and I'm sure, a little bit of that Disney money will say, okay, yeah, you can use them. Go ahead,
Yeah.
You want the show? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they were made for Netflix. You can have them. Because so far they were the best shows of Marvel so far.
Yes.
All right, I mean, as much as I loved WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki and all that, Daredevil still and Punisher still a little bit higher on the ranking. I don't know if you feel the same way.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so.
All right, sir, let's wrap her up so we can get you movie watching. Have some reviews for next week.
Yeah. Good old movie watching. We never tire of that.
Not yet.
Not yet. As long as they keep making them, we'll keep watching them.
We'll watch them so you don't have to.
Yeah, don't take our word for it. Watch it yourself. We jump around way too much. All right, gang. So now you can find us on all of our social media. You can find us on YouTube. Search Butcher Bay Rejects. You can find us on Twitter @Bay Rejects. You can find us on Facebook @Butcher Bay Rejects. Also on TikTok @Butcher Bay Rejects. And of course, our website, www.butcherbayrejects.com, as well as find us on all the podcast platforms. You can find us on Google Podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Alexa TuneIn, and Amazon Music. This has been Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. See you next week, nerds.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.